It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. You know, it seems, fellas, like every time LeBron takes the court, he has a chance to pass another career milestone. When it's all said and done, where do you think he ends up on the NBA's all-time scoring list, Shaq?
Well, it'll be very hard for him to make a run at the top two, Ernie. However, it's never a good idea to doubt LeBron because he's already passed me up in the scoring list, so you can't doubt the guy.
He's got that going for him. How about it, Jeff?
You know, man, Ernie, I just think how long he plays. If he plays, 17, 18 years, he's going to be in the top two. But if he stops at about 15 and says, I just want to spend time with my kids, then I don't think so.
That does it for us for now. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
They love mixing it up with the opponent and drawing contact, which is why they seized the momentum and edge in that game.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a project then. But he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said they thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. If I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court. Kevin?
Thanks, GA. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. Smitty, will be seeing a pair of teams tonight who both prefer to slow the tempo and play in the half court.
Yeah, these are the team they want to execute, grind it out. Every possession counts. Not a lot of people like watching this type of basketball, but there's a lot of strategy. Memphis Grizzlies is one of those teams. They're going to grind it out and make sure you play at their tempo.
They minimize mistakes, and boy, you got to keep your focus, don't you?
Yes, you do.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. J.R. Smith out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Love in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Puts it up from 12, and there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Lee. Hardaway has got the game going here with the first basket for the Knicks. Love dishes to Rose. Over Sessions, and it's Rose missing. And the Knicks with possession here. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Guys, there's so many great scorers in our league. It makes it tough to get stops, but somehow they were able to do it consistently in that one.
The reason why their rotations were quick, they prevented easy shots and they kept their opponent out of rhythm.
And Crowder comes up to help. Here's Porzingis, kept alive, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And what was a wild ride of an offseason for the Knicks ultimately results in a regime change.
Yeah, I mean, players butting heads with executives, and when it came down to it, things just needed to change. If the Knicks picked the Zen Master over Porzingis, fans might have rioted in New York City, and hopefully the franchise can kind of start to right the ship. And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history, with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
And that one's good. James.
One of the best finishers this league has ever seen. LeBron with another inside.
And Crowder comes up to help. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Love. Now Cleveland moving it up. Tips it. Goes up again, and it's Crowder laying it in.
Good hands by Kevin Love. Then he quickly gets the ball up the court.
Rose against Sessions. Cantor with a screen on Love. Rose with the double team. And stolen by LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Enes Kanter. And the Cavaliers were able to add some key veteran help at the trade deadline.
Yeah, some key contributors they were able to get off of waivers as well. That's how the rich get richer. But with LeBron talking about the team being top-heavy, they needed to add some depth.
First one falls for him.
And last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
He doesn't get the second one. And a big problem for the Knicks and their shortcomings last season was their defense.
Yeah, and listen, they have some shot blocking, but as a whole, the defense lacked teeth. More than anything else, it played a part in the disappointment of last season's campaign, and it's something they'll be focusing on in the coming years.
Clock is at 3. That's tipped. Stolen by Rose. Finished off the break.
Derrick Rose is a problem on the break. Strong, fast, and able to finish over the top.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Sessions kicks to Hardaway. To stop the run. That's good from Sessions on the assist from Hardaway.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
The drive by LeBron. And he gets the bucket. James has got 5 now.
Defensively, you want to take away LeBron's driving lanes, but his speed and power still went out.
The shot's good from Cantor.
A guy who converts well at the rim, you like to see the aggression there.
You really like him setting the tone early. Physical, challenging guys to stop him.
Knicks trail by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Sessions, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside, Porzingis. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the 3 like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Now here's Lee, following the miss by Kevin Love. They get it back. Cantor. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. And LeBron throws it down.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Now here's Hardaway. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And Crowder comes up to help. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the threes and the twos last season for the Knicks.
And their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
Rose kicks to Love. Here's Crowder. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Crowder's got his third basket of the night right there.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
Now here's Porzingis. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway, and he uses the glass on the layup.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Smith drives in. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
If you play JR for the jump shot, he's also capable of putting it on the floor and driving it right past you.
Cantor with the screen on Rose. Rose with the double team. Sessions with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. There's the dish to Hardaway. Back to Sessions. Launches it. LeBron grabs the miss. Cleveland leading by 8. The baseline J. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And in the early season, plenty of optimism for teams. Is there any complacency, Steve, a feeling that you can lose one here, lose one there, and you can make up for it down the stretch?
Well, the good teams, they feel like that. A lot of times you look at it and say you don't take losses as bad when you have a couple star players or impact players out. You figure when we get those guys healthy, you just want to be able to play the right way, and when they come back, then you can start to make your push.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Sessions.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Courtney Lee. He's around 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Porzingis. 2nd in scoring, and he's 3rd in the league in blocks per game with his physical tools and, of course, that innate timing to send shots away.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, 2nd best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. That one is off. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
And LeBron James, a 4-time MVP, one of 5 players, Smitty, ever to achieve that.
And last season became the first ever to total 27,000 points, 7,000 assists, and 7,000 rebounds. He's the greatest small forward ever to play this game, in my opinion.
Porzingis kicks to Lee.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And James with the basket on the assist by Rose. And 12 points for LeBron.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Knicks trail by 13. To the paint, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, he is.
Oh! Nasty. Yes. And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Wasted no time on that one. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game. James against Lee. And it's James missing. The Knicks have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Back to Lee, the three, and again, New York with the triple.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
And stolen by Love. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now here is Hardaway. He's got 7. Cantor kicks to Porzingis from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Rose outside. Rose can't get that one to fall. Pass to Lee. Here's Ntilikina. And again, it's the Knicks missing. James in the post, covered by Lee. It's good. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. Well, you look at Ntilikina, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Korver, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Ntilikina. That 3 off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Wade drives in. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists in the game.
That's a great example of the strength of Dwayne Wade. Takes a hit and still finishes the play.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And it's easy to see why LeBron James wanted Kevin Love in Cleveland. Both of them multi-skilled, multi-talented, and both have extremely high basketball IQs for the game.
And it seems like Kevin Love's game really fits alongside LeBron's.
It does. A great outlet passer, setting up LeBron on a lot of breakaways. And on the offensive end, he can space the floor and create second chance opportunities.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at New York. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And, of course, the Cavaliers, a game and a half out.
And I think for the Cavaliers, that big splash they were hoping for to start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
It's not how you start, though. It's how you finish, right? So if they still got time to pull this all together and make some noise as the season goes along.
Here's Ntilikina, following the score by Derrick Rose. Passes it to Baker. To the paint, shot to end this cold run.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the quickness of Ntilikina. I think that part of his game is underrated. He just has that quiet confidence about his abilities, and he has shown a little bit of explosiveness at getting to the rim.
Now McDermott, following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Pass to Ntilikina. From 12 feet out, from 11 feet away, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Ntilikina is a guy who's known for passing, has great instincts, and really is good in terms of his ability to just move the ball.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
The drive by Green. Here's Love. Banked in off the glass. Love's got 6 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Kuzminskis is checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Rose. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's the pick. Kicks it to McDermott. Here's Kuzminskis. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kuzminskis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
And Love with his second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
And there's the pass to O'Quinn. Sinks that one from the post. O'Quinn's got his second basket of the night.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
The Cavaliers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
One shot behind the lanes.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
It's stolen by Green, and here we go. Wade heading to the hoop, and then Wade slams it in.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
And the basket is good. Wade's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know what? I get the sense he could have played football at a high level. Wade has the moves and the power.
And so it's Cleveland, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
No doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, in this era, everybody likes the three-point shot. I like their commitment to pounding the ball inside.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, they've got him on Shumpert. Green is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Wade in at the point guard position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, "The mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player." Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. That free throw good from Wade. We all know just how physically strong NBA players are, Steve, but they have to be mentally tough as well. How about in that category? Who has the best mental toughness, guys you've observed?
I look at a guy that loves the big moment right now. Top of the list has to be a Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, the great ones, Russell Westbrook. His focus, and James Harden. Those are the guys that stick out for me, that just come in and night out. Al Horford, mental toughness. You love those guys because their mental toughness match their skill set. They usually have great results.
Now here's McDermott. His last outing, he had 8 points. O'Quinn, the pass to Kuzminskis. A three-pointer, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Korver, good.
So dangerous on the perimeter. We got a chance to see Kyle Korver convert inside.
There's the double team with Korver. Pass to Kuzminskis. Picked by O'Quinn. Off the screen, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And here are the Knicks now, following the score by Cleveland. New York moving it around. Here's the screen. Here's Kuzminskis, guarded by Korver. Just 5 on the clock. Here's O'Quinn, and there are the Knicks with another bucket. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Shumpert, and slam dunk by Shumpert.
We know Shumpert likes to score off the dribble. Got a head of steam up on that play.
Here's Ntilikina. He kicks to McDermott. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Kuzminskis. No good on the triple. Cleveland leading by 20. 16 feet away. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And Kevin Love has feasted on the open looks he gets in Cleveland. He's become a high-volume three-point shooter.
And over the course of his career, Kevin Love has made a steady increase in his number of three-point attempts.
His rookie season, can you believe it? He made just 2 triples the whole season. Now he makes over 2 a game, and for a power forward, his jump shot is pretty.
For the Knicks, Beasley comes in for McDermott, and Sessions subbed in for Ntilikina. And here are the Knicks now. Beasley outside. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Korver. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Kyle Korver was such a fundamental player for the Hawks over the last 4 or 5 seasons. But last season, Steve, they traded him away to Cleveland.
Yeah, they wanted to get younger. And now Kyle Korver, 36, ankle and elbow surgeries. They wanted to move on from him, but he's still a heck of a player, but the Hawks had different plans.
One shot behind the lanes.
The free throw drops for Korver.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
They double him with Green. And Sessions kicks to Kuzminskis. And the Knicks miss again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
The defense doing everything possible. Shumpert making something out of nothing.
Wade brings the double team. They need this, and O'Quinn slams it in.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
He gets it in there. 14 points for Love.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. They double him with Love. Beasley the screen. Knocked away. Shumpert with the steal. Here's Korver. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 6th assist on the night.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Baker passes to Kuzminskis. There's the screen for 3. Sinks the triple. Kuzminskis has got a pair of triples in the second now for New York.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Now here's Beasley. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Baker. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Baker. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
The vision of Love, the willingness to make the extra pass, just more reasons why he's so dangerous in this offense.
Now here's Sessions. Kuzminskis kicks to Beasley. O'Quinn with it, working on Love. O'Quinn can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And they pick up 2. And that's now 10 points for Wade.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Misses the 3.
And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
Green. Another shot, and it's Love getting it to go. Love's got 8 here in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Kuzminskis, no good. Cleveland controlling the game. Wallace with it, guarded now by Michael Beasley. The second chance effort, Dwayne Wade again. Wade's got 12 points in the game.
You know, he's never been one to settle. D. Wade will go right at you.
Sessions passes to Baker. Kuzminskis kicks to Sessions. Looking to end the run. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's his third foul of the game. A different look for New York. Cantor checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Lee comes in for Kuzminskis. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Baker. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Crowder, he's checked in for Green. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. Smith checked in for Kyle Korver. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. LeBron with the bucket. 18 points for him.
Leaving the defense shell-shocked at this point. LeBron having one of his nights.
Beasley the screen. Cantor sets the pick for Sessions. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And James throws it down.
Willing to do whatever it takes to win, LeBron sacrificed his body on a nightly basis.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter.
And a Kyrie's trade demand over the summer, a reflection of his frayed relationship with LeBron. James, with a forceful personality, it seems that may have grated on Irving.
And the shot goes in. 10 points for Jay Crowder.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Beasley. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And LeBron remains an outspoken leader on this Cavs team. Still interesting, though, to see whether he alters his style somewhat in light of the Kyrie situation. Perhaps leaving more to the coaches and looking to blend in more with his teammates.
One shot.
The free throw drops in for Beasley. Well, the NBA, we know, has incredible competition. And more times than not, it's more serious than anything else, and you're so locked in. But, Steve, right, there are moments of levity that everybody can kind of laugh at, correct?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think the one thing is having a teammate go to their free throw line, shooting an air ball, and him glancing over at the bench. And, you know, nobody wants to laugh at times. But depending on the game, you just bust out laughing, and then he goes up there and shoots it really hard to make sure he doesn't have an air ball. And then the one when you're passing the basketball and the teammate is not looking and you catch it right in the choppers. That's the one everybody laughs about the most.
How about you personally? Any moment that either you were laughing or people were laughing at something that happened to you on the floor?
You know, I had this one. We call it a flat tire, Kevin. I was led. Teammate Brevin Knight threw it out, and I couldn't stop. And my legs wobbled. I fell. I caught it and went out of bounds. That's the one I think for me was the funniest. It just wasn't funny when it happened.
Here's Sessions. Following the basket by Kevin Love. And Sessions kicks to Cantor. There's the triple. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
That's a 2 from Smith. The Knicks pull it in.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
On the wing, Hardaway. Fires from deep. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Hardaway has got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
What we can't talk about enough with LeBron, the tremendous body control. You see it there on the pull-up.
Here's Beasley following the basket by LeBron James. They set the screen. The tray. Hardaway, no good. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
For the Knicks, Porzingis, he's checked in for Beasley. And it's Ntilikina in for Sessions. Rose kicks to Smith. There's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Smith's got 5.
Deadly from beyond the arc. JR cannot be left alone.
A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Cantor with a screen on LeBron. Hardaway with a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And that one drops.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
And one strength, Greg, that this Knicks team has enjoyed the last couple years has been their ability to win the rebounding game.
And that's back-to-back seasons, Kevin, in the top 10 for rebounding in terms of the Knicks. And it was something they wanted to improve upon starting a few years ago. They've changed their rebounding trouble into a big asset moving forward.
As good as LeBron is at drawing fouls, still only a career 75% free throw shooter. Boy, what if he could raise that average?
Here's Ntilikina. And the pass to Porzingis. Shot to stop the run. Kept alive by New York. Cantor. And it's off the back rim. No good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The offensive rebound. And it's Smith missing.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
And it's Hardaway again missing. Cleveland controlling the game. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 13. Picked by Lee. Dishes to Hardaway. Bangs home the trifecta. Hardaway has got 16 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The vision of LeBron, always finding open teammates.
There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. LeBron with the block. The drive by Love. Tries again. Nice shot by James. LeBron's got 29 in the game.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Cantor sets the pick for Lee. Pass to Ntilikina. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Ntilikina continues to impress from deep. Definitely showing he's comfortable shooting it from beyond.
Hardaway up top over Smith. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what have you liked about your team's performance so far?
I like our physicality. I thought we came out, started the game physical. That set the tone for us early.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up, T-Lou. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 29 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it more. And obviously, those extra possessions were converted into points that helped them build this huge lead.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to New York City. Some street art on the wall of the Canal Street subway station in Soho, south of Houston, just down the way from us. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could, and boy, was he throwing it down hard.
I'm sure the D will improve from this point on, and because of that, he needs to up the ante in his attacks to the rim, too.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. New York shooting here about 46% for the game. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Lee. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Hardaway in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now Cleveland moving it up. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by James. Crowder's got the first basket of the second half here for Cleveland. And so here is New York. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
You can bet that was their game plan from the get-go. Don't be shocked if they're aggressive again today as well.
Sessions against Rose. Sessions dishes to Lee. Outside Hardaway. Kanter trying to free himself up. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Sessions. And a wide open look for Lee. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got his 7th assist in the game.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
And here is Hardaway after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And he gets the bucket. 14 points for Jay Crowder.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Porzingis with a screen on Rose. And Sessions kicks to Porzingis. Lee outside. Shoots it. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Lee's got 5 points now this quarter. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
Here's Lee following the basket by LeBron James. Off target with the open look.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Smith. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Smith's got 10.
J.R. Smith is strong and athletic enough to do damage inside.
Kanter sets the pick for Sessions. Porzingis kicks to Lee. Doubled by Smith. Kanter in the corner. Clock at 4. Porzingis with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. Good on the bucket. And that's now 7 points for Porzingis.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Over Lee. Shot by Crowder, no good.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
They get a hand on it. Hardaway passes to Sessions. Kanter with a screen on Love. Hardaway for 3. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. McDermott's checked in for the Knicks. Cleveland also making some changes. Green comes in for Kevin Love. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for J.R. Smith. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
The Knicks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And Sessions kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 18 points for him.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And that one drops for him.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you'd think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Now here's McDermott. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Porzingis can't hit. Cavaliers shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field.
And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing, also some toughness and depth.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it. He's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Enes Kanter, and it's Baker in for Hardaway. New York shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Porzingis kicks to Baker. It's stolen by Wade. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
Boy, Wade in his prime made a play like that just about every night.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
An uncontested look from mid-range. He typically drains that one.
Here's Korver. The second effort. And again, Jay Crowder. Crowder's got 10 points in just the second half.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
Count that one.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Baseline jumper. Shumpert, no good.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Outside Korver. The basket good off the assist from Wade. And 11 points for Kyle Korver.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Porzingis. At the top of the key, O'Quinn. New York moving the ball around. Here's Baker. Wade brings the double team. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Korver. Outside, Green. Over Baker. Green, no luck.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And he gets it to go.
McDermott makes shooting look so easy. It's like second nature to him.
Cavaliers shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Now, Smitty, be honest. When you're watching these games on TV or in person, how much do you miss playing the game?
You know I do, Kevin. I've always had that in my bones. But I think as of now, the last 2 or 3 years, as a guy that can shoot the ball a little bit, I wonder and dream and pray if I could have got a chance to shoot 15, 18 threes. So I love it, but I know my time is over, but I would love to shoot that many threes.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green.
And for Cleveland, repeat or no repeat, just having that first title still resonates. A city no longer defined by sports futility.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kuzminskis, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Ntilikina in for Sessions. And Jeff Green drops them both. You know, Steve, many felt that it was fitting that the Cavaliers came back in the 2016 finals from a 3-1 series deficit to win it all. If you're going to finally break through, it would have to be against all odds to make something like that happen.
Yeah, so true. And the actual ring the team got after that comeback has a story to it. 3 white diamonds and 4 red garnets, showing the sequence of wins and losses. It reflects determination and the end of a curse.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Here's McDermott with the second effort, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Let's not forget, at 6'8", Doug McDermott has the ability to be a scoring threat inside the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting one.
The free throw drops for McDermott.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Here's Ntilikina after Jeff Green's bucket. They double him with Green. It's tipped. Now Cleveland moving it up. Shumpert with the ball. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Shumpert has a nose for the ball. Those can be game-changing plays.
And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
Feeds to McDermott. Off target from outside.
Missed opportunity. As wide open as he was, he really has no confidence shooting from that deep.
Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 16 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Puts up a 3. Baker, no good. The Cavaliers shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. He's off on that one, and New York will come the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. There's the pick. Here's Kuzminskis, guarded by Green. Good work defensively by Crowder. Here's Shumpert, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Crowder.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Iman Shumpert. And Iman Shumpert known on this team for his boisterous personality, and he makes a statement with his hair too, doesn't he, Steve?
Yeah, sometimes the high top fade, some other hairstyles, I'm not sure what we can really call them. Kevin, do you want to try out some of those looks?
No, thanks, Smitty. And both free throws good from Iman Shumpert. And the Cavs over the last few seasons setting records when it comes to three-pointers made.
And really, they did a good job of surrounding LeBron with floor spacers. They doubled down on that when they got Channing Frye. And then when he and Kevin Love play together in the front court, the Cavs can bury you with their long-range shooting.
The Knicks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And New York making a change here. Lee's checked in.
Shooting 1.
Here's Wade. 16 points for him. That's a 2 from Korver, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Knicks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Courtney Lee is on the wing from downtown. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Here's Beasley. Kuzminskis the pass to Beasley. Drops in the layup for 2. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
He gets that one.
More of a 3-and-D guy, but Shumpert knocks down the mid-range.
The Knicks shooting the ball at 46% success rate since the beginning of the third quarter. O'Quinn. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Yep, that one goes. Shumpert's got 16 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Ntilikina. 5 points in the game, and he recovers it. 1:05 left to play here in the third. And now on the 2K leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the best free throw shooting teams in the league. The Cavaliers 4th.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That one is off.
Kyle Korver, a former late second-round pick. What a career he's had. A first-time All-Star in his 30s. He's just keep getting better.
Hardaway's checked in for New York. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Crowder. LeBron comes in for Green. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Rose in for Dwayne Wade. And he's good on the second.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
It's stolen by Korver. Lays it in off the breakaway. 14 points for him.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Here's Ntilikina after Kyle Korver's bucket. It's stolen by Rose. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. Basket good. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Beasley outside. New York moving it around. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the potential that Ntilikina has is really cause to be exciting. A lengthy point guard who can run the offense well, and if he bulks up, look out for this guy.
For New York, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. The first free throw is good. Cantor checked in for Kuzminskis. Good on both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's James, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against New York.
The aggressive mindset, LeBron putting it on the deck and drawing contact.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. Both free throws good from James. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. The feed to Cantor from 17 feet out. Derrick Rose grabs the miss.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Here's Ntilikina. And the rejection by Love.
Not known for blocking shot, but Kevin Love got all of that one.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Well, Cleveland shooting a superb 63% from the field. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Zizic. Smith is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Calderon.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Ntilikina following the score by Cleveland. There's the steal. Osman guarded by Hardaway. The three. And that's good for Channing Frye from 3.
An elite shooting big man. Frye makes most of his money from beyond the arc.
That's tipped. Oh, and here comes Calderon all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
Beasley sets a screen for Thomas. To the paint. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Yes, that goes in. Frye's got 5 points now this quarter.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
It's Beasley on the wing. That one's off, still out of sync.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Now here's Beasley. Here's Ntilikina. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. High inside, and Frye slams it in.
Always with the great vision, Calderon still one of the best at finding the open man.
New York shooting 43% from the field. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Knicks making a switch here. Sessions is checked in. And this is the first season where we have ads on jerseys in the NBA with the teams. Gut reaction, Steve, now that you've seen the ads on the jerseys, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I don't like it because I know it's going to start to add up. Well, we're not going to even be able to see the player's name and the logos. It's just going to be ads everywhere. I understand it, but I don't like it.
You know, I can see it for practice jerseys. I can see it maybe when you're selling it retail to the fans. But, I mean, isn't there enough advertising already? I mean, let's that's one of the great things about keep it as pure as possible. I get the European deal, but there's so much money here, it would seem like this is just an add-on that doesn't need to be added on.
Kevin, I'm totally in agreement with you. I think practice jerseys, like you said, selling the jerseys maybe, but I think also maybe at the All-Star game, you can fill those guys up for that one game. But I would love to keep it pure, getting a chance to just see those uniforms the way they are.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. It's taken away by Smith, and now the Cavaliers. Fast break. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Smith's got 9 points now in just the second half. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here is Hardaway. Tipped away. It's stolen by Calderon. And Smith with the stuff.
Yeah, you can always bet on Calderon to come up with a steal or two in a game. And that time, boy, did it pay off big.
Outside Hardaway. They set the pick. Outside for Thomas. The tray. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Sessions. Hardaway has got 21 in the game.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there in his obvious play, that could cut the time, you know, because right now sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important thing. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
A different look for New York. McDermott comes in for Thomas, and it's Baker in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Good on both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Sessions with it. Here's Baker. Back to Sessions. Lays it up off the glass.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
To the middle. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. From the inbound, they grab their own miss. Zizic, no good, unable to end this run.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And stolen by Fry. Here's Zizic, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A good setup by Calderon. He has that pure point guard mentality.
And the Knicks with possession here. And Sessions kicks to Baker. Beasley dishes to Sessions. New York moving it around. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. The Cavaliers shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great. They're 63% from the floor in this game. No good from Fry. For New York, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. McDermott can't get it to go. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Osman. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Sessions passes to McDermott. He feeds it to Beasley. Now the pass to Baker. From deep. It's hauled in by Fry. Baker's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. New York shooting 57% in this fourth quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And Sessions kicks to Hernan Gomez. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Zizic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Fry, good.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Beasley right side. Back to Sessions. And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good, and more time for recovery, which is better. Less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go. Because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard. And I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the off-season. So I think both the players and league are doing a fantastic job.
McDermott kicks to Hernan Gomez. Beasley with a clean look, and the Knicks miss again. The Cavaliers on offense. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Fry, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Fry has got 13 points now in the quarter.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. Here's Beasley. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
High percentage play. Working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Fry. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got his 6th assist on the night. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Sessions passes to Baker. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Well, Steve, with the rise of NBA message boards and increased coverage from beat writers, NBA players have plenty of opportunity to read up on opinions of what people are saying about that player. Is this something that is impossible to avoid? And do some players read fan opinions about themselves? Are they reading these critiques?
Take a break. Yeah, I think they are. Some players read it too much. Fans have a voice, but you don't have to read the good or the bad. But going back to the beat writers, I think a lot of times a beat writer is one of those guys that you see every day, and you're looking to challenge him when he writes something bad, and also you want to pat him on the back when he writes something good. But I think you got to look at the beat writer and understand he's doing his job. You got to kind of separate that. But a lot of times when there's a beat writer interact with a player, a lot of times it's bad, especially if the beat writer has written something negative toward the player. I wish they can separate those guys, and also the players can separate the beat writers from fans.
And both free throws good from Iman Shumpert.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Pass to Baker, takes a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd
New York shooting 43% from the floor.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Beasley. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Smitty, at the start of just about every season, NBA officials are given new directives or points of emphasis for officiating. In fact, they don't call it POE anymore. They just have things to really make sure you're on top of for the layman. Are there any changes you'd like to see in the way the game is officiated?
Well, I think one change, I like it where it is, and obviously continued freedom of movement because we want to see a free flow of games. But I would love to see, Kevin, an offensive rebound. Say your team gets the offensive rebound, the 24-second shot clock is not reset to 24, maybe to 14, and that could kind of speed the game up.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Tyronn Lue, a 2-time champion as a player with the Lakers, that understanding of what it takes to win it all has laid the foundation for his coaching career.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's McDermott. They double him with Green. It's stolen by Green. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game. And Tyronn Lue talked about his breadth of experience as a player. He said, I won titles. I also played on the worst team in the league. I've done it all.
Also, Kevin, to add to that, he's been a starter. He's been a bench player. He's missed time with injury. That helps when he's trying to relate to his players because he's been there and has been through everything and whatever they're going through.
Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Calderon. And he comes up with the deuce.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
And here's Green outside. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got his 8th assist here tonight. For New York, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. It's stolen by Green. Here's Shumpert. From down in the low post, it goes. Shumpert's got 20.
The power, the size, you like to see Shumpert attack the paint more often.
It's Beasley on the wing. There's a screen. That one misses. Great D that time from Green.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
What I like that he came ready to compete in this game, but he did it under control. Tremendous poise, never seemed to be in a hurry, just played the game the right way.
Well, in the last half-decade or so, the NBA, Steve, has realized the true value of the corner 3, and now offenses all over the league are designed to take advantage of it. Part of that is because it's just closer to the rim than any other three-pointer.
Yeah, you're right, and you should. I mean, when you have a three-point arc, yes, the corner threes are going to be shorter, and it's harder from a guy to shoot it from straight on. But when you have a guy that can shoot it straight on, you can see the dynamics of a team defensively. It's hard to cover. But I don't think the NBA should widen the court because of the value of the corner 3. That's a part of the game.
Should the lane be widened? Should we talk about the court and making all the threes the same length? What about the lane?
Well, I think you can widen the lane if you change the defensive rules, because right now you're allowed to play zone. If you went back to man-to-man, yes, I think you should widen it. But when teams are allowed to play zone, I think the value of keeping it the same helps the defense a little bit more.
.105 left to play here in the fourth.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
I say it's the #1 reason why they are ahead in this game right now.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Pass to Kuzminskis. Here's Ntilikina. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. That gives him the double-double. 12 points and 10 assists. And here's Green outside, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Baker. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Baker. He's guarded by Calderon. Here's the screen. Beasley the screen. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
5 seconds left in the game. Calderon, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.